It's American Gun Chick and it's Gun Day Monday. Hey guys, this video is brought to you by FUBAR, the world's #1 online virtual bar and hangout room. I'm gonna be there after this video, so go join me there. More on that later. But let's get into the video. So I wanted to make a video talking about the 7 biggest mistakes people make when carrying a firearm. All right, #1 is carrying your gun without a round in the chamber. This one is very serious because this one could cost you your life. There's some people out there that they go and they buy a gun and they're not quite comfortable carrying a gun yet. This is why they don't carry one in the chamber. And they put the magazine in, but they don't rack the slide. And they're like, you know, if somebody comes and attacks me, I'll just rack the slide and then shoot them. And then I can keep my gun in my pants all day long and it won't go off. #1, you will not have time to rack the slide. There have been so many videos I've seen out there. I've watched a ton of videos of altercations and stuff to prepare me for these classes, and people don't have time to rack the slide. They barely have time to draw their pistol. If you look at the 21-foot rule, people close in on people with a knife before they can even really get their gun out of their holster. So to think that you're gonna be able to get that gun out of the holster, present it, rack that slide, and then pull the trigger, it's just, you're just thinking something that's just not true. So you're not gonna have time for that. Things happen in a split second. And #2, if your fear, the reason they don't keep one in the chamber is because you think the gun's gonna go off and you just feel safer, you feel more comfortable, what you need is a good quality holster. That leads me to my #2 point. The second biggest mistake people make is carrying a crappy holster. I have these holsters right here. This is my actual carry holster right here. This is a Just Holster It holster, and they are a proud supporter and sponsor of this channel. So that leads me to my second supporter is Just Holster It. Go check out justholsterit.com. Use discount code AGC15 for some money off. And I also use this ulti clip so I can wear it with these pants. I don't even need a belt, and it's extremely comfortable. It's great. Yeah, my point is you want to use a good quality holster. A lot of people, and I've seen this from my friends and my students personally, they have bought like 10 holsters because they keep buying the wrong holster until they buy the right holster. Me personally, I don't like to blow my money on a bunch of different stuff until I get the right one. I like to buy the right one time. So go get yourself a good quality holster. Make sure it's something that's gonna hold up. It's Kydex, it covers the trigger guard, it's comfortable. I mean, you don't even have to go anywhere but just go to Just Holster It. So after watching this video, you can just go to Just Holster It and get yourself one right there. The problem is some people go to gun shops and they go to that discount bin and they get a Saturday night special for 50% off, and it's some off-brand holster that you can completely bend in half, and it doesn't work very well, and you know, it's not gonna work good. And if you're not comfortable carrying it, then you're just not gonna carry it. So yeah, make sure you get a good quality holster like this one. All right, so as you can see right here, this holster completely covers the trigger guard, so nothing can get in there, nothing can set the trigger off. It's completely safe. I can put this anywhere, in my backpack, in my pants, in my purse. And it also has a sweat shield, so it comes up here, and not all holsters are gonna have this, but mine does, which is why I like this holster also. Is it covers up here, so my slide isn't rubbing against my skin, it's not getting all sweaty and germy and nasty, and it's comfortable, so I like that feature a lot. And that brings me to #3. This is not a holster. This is. So, you know, a lot of people, women specifically, when they start carrying, they carry in their purse, and some guys maybe in their backpack. Basically off-body carrying is not a good idea. It's not a good option. It goes along the lines of the not carrying one in the chamber, where you're not going to have much time to dig into your purse and get that gun out. Or there also comes that risk of somebody taking your purse from you, taking your backpack, or you know, it not being near you in time and you're trying to move, and it's not a good idea, and it's hard. I know sometimes we want to wear some sexy outfits and we have nothing but our purse, and I get that, so I understand that situation, but as much as you can, try to not carry in your purse. Some people choose to carry in their purse even when they have the option of carrying on their body, and I'm like, why are you not carrying on your body? And they're like, because I have my purse. Well, leave your purse for your lipstick and leave your body for your gun. All right, now that brings me to #4, is caring but never getting any training or seeking out any training. Training is very important. It's like if you went and bought a car but you didn't learn any of the rules on the road or anything like that. You need training. So especially drawing from the holster, you know, a lot of ranges, you go there, you set up your gun, you put your gun on the counter, you load it, you shoot it, stuff like that, but you don't actually draw from the holster and shoot. So a lot of people, when they're in this situation, they're now at the mall and they have to stop this mass shooter, but they haven't even practiced drawing from the holster. But they're a sharpshooter, but they've never practiced drawing from the holster or moving while shooting, or they don't even know what to do if they get a malfunction. And now they're in a bad situation. So training is very important. That's probably the number one important thing, is just get some training. Training is what's going to save your life. At the end of the day, you are going to do what you practice. So if you are used to just going to a range and setting your gun down on a counter, shooting a little bit, setting it down, taking your time in a situation, that's what you're going to do. All right, that brings me to number 5. Practice with the gun that you carry. So a lot of people, they'll go out there, and I've made this mistake myself, I will admit it, you know, I'm being honest with you guys. I've gone out and taken some classes, and you know, I've brought my Glock 19 right here, or my full-size Smith & Wesson, because I shoot great with it. You know, it's one of my best guns. It's my favorite gun. I shoot really good with it. So the reason that I'm shooting my Glock 19 instead of my Glock 43 is because I'm in a class. I want to look good. I want to feel good. I'm shooting really good with that gun. I'm trying to impress other people. You know, I'm the American gun chick, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm doing a disservice to myself because I'm not training with what I'm actually carrying. And when you're in that situation where crap hit the fan, you are going to be stuck with what you're carrying, so you better get very comfortable shooting this one instead. So I quickly realized that, and I was like, you know what, I don't care if I look like crap, I don't care if I don't shoot as good with this one. This is what I carry, because it's easier to carry, it's smaller, that's why I don't carry the full-size ones. So I'm going to practice a lot more with this one, and believe it or not, you will get a lot better and you will get more comfortable. So make sure you just practice and train with what you are going to carry. You know, it's very important. All right, that brings me to number 6, only carrying sometimes. In our class, we ask our students, all right, raise your hand if you carry every day. And some people raise their hand. We say, raise your hand if you carry sometimes. And some people raise their hand. And we say, raise your hand if you don't carry but you leave it at home. And some people raise their hand. So to the people that carry sometimes, I ask them, how do you know when to carry? And they're like, well, you know, I don't really know. I guess only when I feel like I need it. If you feel like you need it, whatever you're doing in that situation, let's say, oh, I only carry when I go to this certain gas station, or I only carry when I go for my walk on this certain route. Maybe don't do those things and don't go those places, because if you feel like you need to carry in those specific places, you should avoid those places. Because carrying your gun actually makes you safer, and it keeps you safer because it helps you avoid those situations, because you know what a gunfight can lead to, and it's terrible. And here's the other thing, when do you know when the gunfight's gonna happen? Because you don't. If I could plan out and I knew when my gunfight was gonna happen, I wouldn't show up. So we never know. Anything can happen anywhere, and it's unpredictable. That's why we carry a gun all the time, and just avoid bad situations and bad places, and don't go stupid places and do stupid things. All right, number 7 and the final one is carrying full metal jackets in your gun instead of hollow points. This one's really important because a lot of people, when they first start off and they don't know much, and you can't blame them, they don't know anything, they go into the gun shop, they buy a gun, and they're like, all right, I need some ammo, and they pick up this ammo right here. The problem with that is this is not the same as this. This ammo can over-penetrate sometimes. You know, you're in the mall, you go to stop a bad guy, it'll go through him and then maybe an innocent bystander right behind him. It's not always, you know, guaranteed that it's gonna stop in the bad guy, or it's not always guaranteed that it's gonna over-penetrate. You never know. This one right here, this hollow point, is made to cause more damage and to open up and to stop. So this one, and like I said before, we don't always know, so we always have to be aware of our target and what's beyond it, even if we're shooting these. So just remember that too. If we're being attacked, we want to stop that person now. We don't want to wait any more minutes. We want to stop that person now, in the most effective way too. So this is going to cause more damage than this. In one of my most recent videos responding to Tim Pool, I showed this. I shot this and I shot this on some cantaloupe. This hollow point caused a lot more damage than this Full Metal Jacket did. And that's what we want to do. We want to stop that guy as soon as possible. So if it's going to take more to stop him, that's what we need to do. So don't be that guy that goes out there and is carrying practice round in your gun when you should be carrying defensive round. And shout out to Just Holster It for having the best holsters. Don't make mistake number 2 and carry a crappy holster. Get yourself a Just Holster It from justholsterit.com. And after you're done ordering your holster, join me at FooBar. Let's go hang out on FooBar, buy each other some virtual drinks, chat a little bit, listen to some music, and just relax and have a nice day. Alright, so that's my 7 mistakes people make when carrying a firearm. That's not limited to 7. I'm sure there's other mistakes out there that I've missed. Leave a comment down below and tell me what mistake you think that I missed. Let me know. I would love to hear your opinion on what you think people make a mistake at. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my sponsors for supporting me and helping me to be able to make these videos and get girls shooting. Love you guys so much, and talk to you guys later. Now that the video's over, let's head on over to FooBar and I'll buy you your first drink. See you there.